Welcome back, guys. Welcome to the Torii Action Figure Review. This is your boy Anthony. Today we have before you none other than Nexus Prime. For those who don't know, this is a treat for all those who have been looking forward to him and knowing that there's been a whole lot of controversy around this one figure. Let's dive into Nexus Prime and see what he comes with and what he's all about. You guys are going to be in for a treat today as far as this robot is concerned. First of all, we're going to stop my little turning table. So I'm going to take him off, and we're going to actually take some time to actually look at his box before we go further. As you can see, this is his box right here. Excuse the glare if it's a little too much, guys. As you can see, that's the box with him. With him holding the Enigma of Combination and his jet mode. As you can see, that's the front. Nexus Prime, Age of the Primes. Other side, basically the show of all the primes around the energon pool. On the back is your obligatory product shot of what he looks like and how many steps it takes for him to get from robot to jet mode, Cybertronic jet mode. Let's be clear on that. Cybertronic jet mode, and here he is on this side with him holding the artifact of the combination. The combination card, basically what it all is all together. So without that, there we go. And on top, there's Nexus Prime in the box, all your legalese and all that fun stuff. And that's it for the box. But however, we do inside the box come with a little bit of instructions, not too much. It's not too much. And also more legalese, which, that's more of a throwaway more than anything else. So without further ado, guys, let's get to the robot of the hour, which is Nexus Prime. You see that Nexus Prime is actually holding a gun, which is not his own. This, guys, is Treadfoot. Treadfoot, if you have the Autobot you have the Autobot Alpha Strike Counterforce team, you know that Trenchfoot is a part of that team. This is that box that comes with the Autobot covert clone, which is a recolor of not Sunstreaker, but the name will come back to me at some point. And Grand Slam. So, and then Trenchfoot is right along with it. So by far be it, guys. That is it. I want to say Lambor, but it's not Lambor. Sideswipe. That's who I'm thinking. That's who it is. That's part of the Autobot Alpha Strike Counterforce Strike team. So without further ado, guys, okay, let's go ahead and get into that. But when I put Trenchfoot with Nexus Prime, these two look like they made a great team. So that's why I'm keeping them together. So you see that I have Nexus Prime in a different configuration as far as how he looks. Instead of his guns being turned like this, I'm a kind of a big fan of the one and the only Predaking. And ever since I seen Predaking come on the scene and how he has his twin blasters on his shoulders, I've been one to actually do that with certain robots. And being how Predaking is a combiner, here we are with the father of all combiners. So in my head canon, Predaking got the shoulder cannons from him. So without further ado, guys, what I'm not going to do today is the transformation, but there is one transformation I want to talk about, and that is the fan mode transformation. I'm going to attempt to do it, but right now that's going to be later on. This guy right here, Nexus Prime this is a real good figure, guys, and I really do mean it's a real good figure. Anywhere from how he feels in hand, his articulation, everything's great from top to bottom. He is such a great robot to have. Everybody looks at him about how generic he is because he's just basically in the blue and the red deco. There's nothing wrong with that. If you know how to actually style your figures, that would not be a problem. Okay, and Nexus is no problem to me because he's able. You're able to actually take him and style him the way you want to. For case in point, you could actually do his guns like this, and you're giving him a different form. Okay, besides giving him, putting the guns on in his hand. Sure, that's nice in his place. But if you want to make him your own, you want to give him something just a little bit different. And for me, that's it for me, and that's why I did what I did with Nexus. Is I gave him a style of his own compared to everybody else. Everybody wants to keep him in such a way, that such a way. But to me, this is how Nexus is coming off to me, is that he has a good style. And everybody, when you think about it, everybody has a good style. And case in point, for example, we're going to actually go ahead and do let me go ahead and do a size comparison right fast. The size of him, he actually stands about a good six even, but to the tip of the gun, it depends on how you do it. You can be at 7.5, 8 at the most. Yeah. But depending on how you do it, your figure, you do it the way you want to. Okay. So here we are. I'm gonna bring him over some. And here he is with Nexus Prime, which he is actually one of the 13. So there you go with that one. Here he goes with Prime. So they almost about the same height. No, I'm sorry, I take it back. Prime just a little bit taller than he is. So that is that's another look. And guys, what I'm gonna take you guys back a little bit. Take you guys back way back into RID, the Transformer RID with Jetstorm. Jetstorm is one of my favorites. He has always been one of my favorite Autobots as far as for combiners, and being how that Nexus Prime is the father of combiners. Hey, Hasbro, when y'all did Nexus Prime, did you not take in consideration on this being the father of combiners, whereas you can actually use a lot of ports, use the port system to actually combine certain robots. For example, with Jetstorm have these little spokes right here. If anyway found, I'm pretty sure if a third party really thinks about it, they could actually do a third party kit for Nexus Prime, to where, being how Nexus Prime is the father of combiners with a combination of Enigma, hey, this will be a good chance to actually make these little ports here to put it with Nexus Prime, so that way he can combine with the others, even from the combiners of the generation style robots. If not, we already know about using like Combaticons, as for example, and the port system that they're using to actually combine together. Although that Nexus Prime is all about having is a part of the it's part of the framework, but this is a combiner. And Jetstorm is a combiner. He's the basically a torso. But if you guys do not have Jetstorm, I advise you to pick him up. Although he's a little fiddly in certain places, but he's really a good robot. So, but being said that Jetstorm has certain combining ports for the older combiners, still you can actually use them into this day. And this is how he stacks up against Brawl. How Nexus stacks up against Brawl. I would say to actually even use, coming to terms actually using Jetstorm's combiner pegs for Nexus Prime, so we can get more, some more, how would I say, more versatility out of this combiner, out of this combiner form. But this is actually one of my thoughts as far as for that. Also, put you in perspective. Even with Bruticus, the kind of combiner ports that he uses. That would be good for Nexus Prime. For combination mode. So the skies really is the limit, being how we have the peg system that Bruticus has used. This combines more Bruticus, but still, what remains to be the same is that this peg system right here, we could actually use that with Nexus Prime. We have so many ports right now in this day and age to where we can use for Nexus Prime, and I don't know why that Hasbro is not thinking to use Nexus Prime as for who he is, which he is the father of combiners. So here's some things to actually to think about. You got two different style of ports that third party can do upgrade and do an upgrade kit on for Nexus Prime. So sky's the limit on that. Okay, let me get Bruticus out the way and Jetstorm out the way. Okay, so now, yeah, this is the part. I'm going to go ahead and move Treadfoot out the way. Now, when it comes to Nexus Prime, like I said, he has some good weight to him. He's not gonna do that. There's nothing loose about him. And that's what I love about him. So to actually put him into his fan mode, I know the fan mode is easy to do, and it's not too far steps away from the actual mode that he's supposed to be in. So what we're going to do, we're going to actually do the fan mode right fast. We're going to take his guns off and put them off to the side. Oh, I forgot to mention about what does he come with. There you go. There go his two weapons. And the Enigma of Combination. If I can get that out right fast. And now, so you can see the head is back there. The Enigma of Combination. Okay. For me, because of Nexus is how he is. So what I'll do, I take the back of it and kind of just place it and do it like this to kind of give him the back. So the backpack is not so obvious, but kind of bring the backpack in. Okay, so that's one way. But okay, here we go with the transformation. What you want to do is actually do how you actually doing towards getting them ready for his jet mode. is actually do the hands like that, straighten the arms out. And what you want to do is actually take the backpack, straighten that out, take the backpack and bring it back, bring it like this, and actually take the head, and bring it in. Okay, what you want to do next is actually take the arms out like this. If you've seen Prime versus Prime, then you know how it's going to all fold out. So what you want to do next is actually take it and actually the back piece, go ahead and fold it back up, bring the nose cone up, and then you have one part done. Okay, so next part, what you want to do is that you want to actually go ahead and keep this like this for right now. So what you want to do next is take this part here, take his legs, turn it around. Okay, then take this and actually bring it all the way down. Before you do that, you want to actually straighten this part out, straighten his foot out. Then take this part of the foot and bring it back. Then what you do next is actually bring it up, bring the leg up, and then bring this part down with this peg and put it right there. And it should be able to clip right on in like it's supposed to. So really, by doing that, there we go. You do the same way with this leg, how you did it with this leg. Turn it around. Sometimes this is going to happen because the double mushroom peg. So what you do it like how it's supposed to be done. Up, up, bend, bring it down, and before you do that, take this part right here. Before you bring it in the legs in, take this part, straighten it out, close it. Same way. Just take this part out like that, close it, then bring it in. So that way you have boosters. What you want to do next is make sure everything's done right. Kind of bring myself up some. Woo! This is beautiful. This actually is a beautiful jet, though. What you want to do next is actually bring it down, bring this part down, in. But before you do that, you want to make sure that this peg is inside this hole, basically put together flat. So you want to actually make sure everything is locked back in place. Bring the nose cone back up. There you go. Then what you want to do next is take the arms, bring it back. But then what you want to do, when you bring the arm back like this, you want to take it and bring it around like this. So that way the thrusters are on the inside like that. Okay? And once you finish with that, you want to take the wings. You can actually do it two ways. You can do it. You can either put it in this hole or in this hole, in this port. So what I'll do is put it in that port, give it a better look. And voila, there goes your jet mode. In fan mode. This is a great fan mode to have. There's also some other ways how you can do it. As far as for the fan mode is concerned, but this actually, like Prime versus Prime said, that this fan mode does a whole lot better than the actual mode itself. So taking it to heart, I'm actually keeping it in this mode because this is a better mode. But then, hey, this is a Cybertronian jet, so It's basically what your imagination makes of it. So basically, you can run with it how you want to run with it. Then you can actually take the wings and bring it down to give the Tetrajet look. So there we go. So how that look. That's a beautiful look. So that's how you can actually see where the Tetrajets get their mode from, is hey, you can say that they got it from Nexus Prime, since Nexus Prime is a Cybertronian jet. I do have to emphasize that he is a Cybertronian jet. So that is actually a great look at how to actually do Nexus Prime. And also on top of this, you can actually take his wings and use them as a stabilizer when he's in jet mode. So that way his stance when he lands is right. And you notice that there's a lot of Star Wars ships that does that mode. So this will be no different. So there you go. As far as for a jet mode, as far as for Nexus Prime, instead of not doing the Hasbro way, Hasbro has their way, but sometimes you want to. It's your toy. So you do it the way that you feel deemed necessary to make your toy feel more at home for you. Okay. So that's basically what I want to show you guys. Also, if you do have a Treadfoot right there, you can also take Treadfoot and actually bring him out. You can actually fold him out like this. Bring him straight out like this. Bring his legs together. And what you actually can do is take Treadfoot, the port that we use to link this body to the frame. You can take the post and put it at the bottom, and then you got a arsenal on the bottom of Nexus Prime. Which is these basically some things that you can actually consider. So, but it's up to you and how you feel about your toy as far as for Nexus Prime is concerned. But guys, this is our look at Nexus Prime and all that he comes with, and what you actually can do, and what tips that you actually can get from actually doing him. But guys, I advise you to pick this figure up because he's a real good figure. Despite all the hype of the news about him not having a torso, I like this robot regardless. And if he comes with his body frame, hey, I'm good. With or without it, this is the father of all combiners. And without further ado, guys, that is it. So now you get your look at at the fan mode of Nexus Prime, and that's to be that, guys. So you guys, like I said before, let me know what your thoughts are about a Nexus Prime. Nexus Prime, like I said before, a real good robot, and he's just been drudged through the trenches because of the fact that he didn't have his his body. But what is to be said about a great robot such as this, that is able to actually pull off what he can pull off? You can pull off a lot of things with Prime, and the Cybertronian mode is definitely what it is, a Cybertron mode. So regardless if he's Earth mode or not, Nexus Prime is the father of the combiners, and whether you like it or not, He's here to stay. Real good robot, and I'm happy to have him. You can go to your local toy and comic shop. They may have him, or they may not have him. But this is where I got him from, my local toy shop. But he is spotted in, he has been spotted in Walmart, in certain other places that is of retail. And I'm guys, I can't stress enough how great of a figure that he is. And by far be it, guys. This is your boy Anthony here at the Torii Action Figure Review. I'm telling you, pick this guy up before it's too late. He is part of the 13, so as much, pick him up. I hope you guys have a great one, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget that notification, hit that notification bell, because I am on my way to 500, and I would love to see 500 so I can do more for you guys. And truth be told, and it also helps out. If there's a hype button, by all means hit that hype button. That will help my channel out, go a long way. But by far be it, guys. You guys have a great one, and if nobody does love you, there is one God that does, and he is Lord Jesus Christ. Tell him hi, give him a hello, give him a wave, give him even a smile. Because for he is God, he woke you up today, and he has given you great things. He have given you the gift he have given you a present in the present, and which that is the gift of life. By far be it, guys. You have a great one. This is your boy Anthony here at the Torii Action Figure Review. And I bid you a good day, a good night, a weekend, and a weekday. And I see you right here at Torii Action Figure Review. Peace.